Welcome dear student and Jai Swaminarayan. In this video, we will discuss about the last point of the chapter, that is the conservation of the momentum, or we can say that the conservation of the linear momentum. So dear student, to understand what do you mean by the conservation? To conserve any physical quantity, that means a physical quantity remains constant with the time. So the conservation of the linear momentum, that is a linear momentum, or we can say the momentum remain constant with the time. So before that, let us revise what do we mean by the momentum, and then we understand the conservation of the momentum and the law of the conservation of the momentum. So first of all, let us revise that what do you mean by the momentum of the body. The momentum of the body is the product of mass and the velocity. So dear student, understand what do you mean by the momentum. Momentum, or we can say that the linear momentum, is the product of the mass of the body and the velocity of the body. So from this definition of the momentum, momentum is equal to mass into the velocity. If we consider the mass of the body is a m, and body is moving with the velocity v, so the momentum p is equal to m into v, right? So where p is the momentum of the body, m is the mass of the body, and v is the velocity of the body. Here dear student, momentum is a vector quantity and the momentum is in the direction of the velocity, right? So the momentum of the body, or we can say that the linear momentum of the body, is the product of mass of the body and the velocity of the body. So from that, what is the SI unit of the momentum? The SI unit of the momentum is kg meter per second. If the object is at a rest, its a velocity is 0. So we can say that its a momentum is also 0, right? So dear student, understand what do you mean by the momentum, or we can say that the linear momentum. So from that, conservation of the linear momentum. So what do you mean by the conservation of the linear momentum or a conservation of the momentum? Conservation, that means the constant. The linear momentum of the object remain constant with the time. That is called the conservation of the momentum. So the conservation of the momentum, that means the momentum of the object remains constant with the time, right? So from that we understand about a law of conservation of the momentum, or we can say that the law of conservation of the linear momentum. So according to the law of conservation of linear momentum, it states that the sum of the momentum of two objects before collision is equal to the sum of the momentum after the collision, provided there is no unbalanced force acting on them, right? So here, if there is no unbalanced force acting on the both the body, the linear momentum of both the objects before the collision and after the collision are constant, right? So that statement is known as the law of conservation of the momentum. When the two or more bodies are colliding with each other, right, the sum of the linear momentum before collision and linear momentum after collision is equal, and this statement is known as the law of conservation of the linear momentum, or we can say that the law of conservation of the momentum. So the law of conservation of momentum states that the sum of momentum of two objects before collision is equal to the sum of the momentum of both the object after collision, provided there is no unbalanced force acting on them. So that means if there is resultant force acting on the object is zero, right? The linear momentum before collision and momentum after collision remains same, and this statement is known as the law of conservation of linear momentum. So for that means when the two or more bodies act upon one another, their linear momentum remains constant, or we can say that the linear momentum remains conserved provided no external force acting on them. If there is no external force acting on the object, the linear momentum of the object remains constant. That means that the initial momentum, that is the momentum after before collision, and the final momentum, that is the momentum after collision, are equal. So equation of the linear momentum, law of conservation of the linear momentum is the initial momentum is equal to final momentum. So dear student, understand about what is the law of conservation of the linear momentum. Let us prove that the law of conservation of the linear momentum with the help of the one example. So here consider the two ball A and B of a mass MA and mass MB. Here we consider the two ball A and B. The mass of the ball A is considered as a MA and the mass of the ball B is considered is a ME. Traveling in a straight line in the same direction. Traveling in a straight line in the same direction with the initial velocity UA and the UB. So the initial velocity of the ball A is a UA and the initial velocity of the ball B is a UB, right? And both the ball A and B are traveling in a same direction in a straight line. So consider these two ball A and B of a mass MA and mass MB moving with the velocity UA and UB in the same direction. Consider here UA is greater than UB. So the velocity of the initial velocity of the ball A is greater than the initial velocity of the ball B. Now according to this, if the velocity of the A is more than the velocity of the B, at the one time both the ball are colliding with each other. So at the some time, right, the two balls will collide with each other, right? That means two balls are in a contact with each other. Why? Because both the ball have a different velocity and the velocity of the ball A is greater than the velocity of the ball B. So at the sometimes both the ball to A and B will collide with each other. Now during this collision, when both the ball A and B are colliding with each other, the force is acting on the ball A as well as the force is acting on the ball B. So that during the collision at a time t, ball A exert a force FAB on the ball B. So the force acting on a B due to the ball A, right, due to the collision is a FAB. So FAB is the force acting on a B due to the A during the collision. Similarly, the ball B exert a force FBA on a ball A. So during the collision, the ball A exert a force on the ball B and the ball B exert a force on the ball A, right? And according to the Newton's third law, both the force are equal and the opposite direction, right? So during the collision, the ball A exert a force FAB on ball B and ball B exert a force FBA on ball A, right? And according to the Newton's third law of motion, both the force FAB and FBA, both the force are equal amount and in the opposite direction. Now after the collision, the ball A is moving with the velocity VA and ball B is moving with the velocity VB. So before the collision, the velocity of the A is a UA and velocity of the B is a UP. Now when both the ball are colliding with each other, the force is acting on each other, and due to this the velocity of both the ball will change, and after the collision the velocity of the A becomes VA and velocity of the B becomes a VB. So let us consider the linear momentum before the collision and linear momentum after the collision, and we will prove that both the linear momentum before the collision and linear momentum after collision remains constant. So let us consider the linear momentum of the object. So here the velocity VA and VB are the velocities of the ball A and B after the collision. Now consider the linear momentum before collision and the linear momentum after collision. So before the collision, the momentum of the ball A before collision is equal to, what is the momentum? Momentum is a product of mass into velocity. So the linear momentum, or we can say the momentum of ball A before collision is equal to mass of the ball A is a ma and its a velocity is a ua. So the momentum of a ball A before collision is ma into ua. The momentum of ball B before collision is mb into ub. Now after collision, velocity will be changed. Velocity of the A is a Va and velocity of the B is a Vb, but mass remains constant. So after collision, the momentum of ball A after collision is equal to Ma into Va, and the momentum of ball B after collision is mb into Vb. Understand, dear student? So momentum of a ball A and B before collision is ma into ua, and momentum of the ball B before collision is mb into ub. After collision, the momentum of ball A is a ma into va, and after collision the momentum of ball B is a mb into vb. Now the rate of change of the momentum is equal to the external force acting on it. According to the Newton's second law, the rate of change of momentum is equal to the external force acting on it. So we calculate the change in the momentum of ball A during the collision. So final momentum minus initial momentum, right? So what is the change in the momentum? Change in the momentum is equal to the final momentum, that means the momentum before collision, momentum after collision minus the momentum before collision. So the change in the momentum of ball A during the collision is equal to ma into va, that is the final momentum, minus ma into ua, that is the initial momentum of the ball A. So if we take common mass of the ball A, ma, in bracket we get va minus ua. So rate of change of momentum, it is equal to the external force acting on it. So rate of change of momentum, that means the change in the momentum divided by time. So the rate of change of momentum of a ball A, that is a FAB, is equal to change in the momentum ma into va minus ua divided by t. So rate of change of momentum is equal to the external force acting on it according to the Newton's second law, right? So the force acting on A due to B, FAB is equal to change in the momentum ma va minus ua divided by time t. Similarly, change in the momentum of the ball B during the collision, final momentum is mb into vb minus initial momentum is a mb into ub. So mb we take a common, mb into vb minus ub. So the change in the momentum of the ball B during the collision is mb into vb minus ub, and the rate of change of momentum of ball b, that is fba. fba is equal to change in the momentum mb into vb minus ub divided by t, right? So here the force acting on a due to b is equal to the fab, and force acting on a b due to a is equal to fba. So according to the Newton's third law of motion, the force fab exerted by ball a on ball b is equal and opposite to the force fba exerted by ball b on ball a. So you can write that fab and fba are same but in the opposite direction. So we can write fab is equal to minus fba. Now we put the value of fab is equal to ma into va minus ua divided by t, and fba is equal to mb into vb minus ub divided by t. So ma into va minus ua divided by t is equal to minus mb into vb minus ub divided by t. Here t cut out. So we get ma into va minus ua is equal to minus mb into vb minus ub, right? So if we open this bracket, we get a ma into va minus ma into ua is equal to minus mb into ub minus minus plus, we get a mb into ub. So we take a ma into ua and mb into ub on the one side. So we get maua plus mb ub is equal to mava plus mb vb, right? So here maua is the momentum of the ball a before collision. mbub is the momentum of the ball b before collision. So the total momentum of the ball A and B before the collision is a MAUA plus MBUB. Here is equal to the MAVA is the momentum of the ball A after collision, and MBVB, that is the momentum of ball B after collision. So the MAVA plus MBVB, that is the total momentum of the ball A and ball B after collision. So from that equation we can say that this one is the momentum of the ball A and ball B before collision is equal to the momentum of the ball A and ball B after the collision. So you can say that the momentum of two balls before collision is equal to the momentum of the two balls after collision. So dear student, here during the collision, the momentum of the two or more objects remains constant. That means the momentum of the objects, total momentum before the collision and total momentum after the collision remains constant, and that is same. So dear student, understand conservation of the linear momentum and the law of conservation of the momentum, right? What is the law of conservation of the momentum? If there is no external force provided, the momentum of the two objects before collision and the momentum of the two objects after collision remains constant. Remains constant, that means the linear momentum, or we can say that the momentum of the body remains same, right? Remains conserved.